Hey guys, what's up? This is Dr. Bagley. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I'm about to hit to the gym. Got a little tied up this morning. Had a couple things. I had to take care of some emails and stuff right quick. But today, I know it's been a while, but today I want to talk to you guys about problems. Now, the reason I want to talk to you guys about problems is because young entrepreneurs. Now, when I say young entrepreneurs, I'm not talking about young guys, just guys, girls. I'm talking about people who just trying to get into the game. Turn this thing down. All right, I'm trying to, do my thing. Anyway, so I'm talking about young people trying to get into starting this new business called entrepreneurship, as well as young entrepreneurs is those who are working in an executive level, into a supervisor level, or just simply working. At the bottom line, we're all trying to do the same thing. What we're trying to do, we're trying to get out of the desert. We're trying to get out the jungle. We're trying to stop surviving, and we're trying to go and work towards living. So when I say young entrepreneurs, that's what is being defined. Now, here, let's go on the board here. This is what we're going to talk about, problems. Now, why problems? Because it's in the state of mind. It's in the state of mind. Problems are extremely stressful. Let me give you an example. If I took a triathlon, someone who's been working a triathlon, that triathlon has a routine. The person who's practicing has a routine. They do this, and it's stepping in that same. Now, if I take that same triathlon and I go in his routine and I just throw something in it to mess them up, mess their step up, mess their swim up, mess them up in their biking, so they're going fast and they have to slow down, and they go fast and they have to slow down. In the swimming, I make them stop swimming, so they have to stand up and get out of rhythm. That right there is frustrating, and that frustration is what causes people to quit. And I'm using that as an idea. When people get into that routine, that cycle of life, when you guys get into that routine, what messes you up every single time is when things get in the way. And when things get in the way, it gets frustrating, and it just gets frustrating. It's all in the mind. Problems is the very thing that gets in the way when you're going through your life. So in context, I want to talk to you about problems, not in the necessarily of understanding how to get it out of your mind, but how to deal with it. You have to deal with it. Now, let me explain by this thing right here. You see this? This is an example of this. Okay, so you have a company. This is the company. This is the company. Okay, you see that? The leading team. The leading team. That's the leading team right there. Okay. The team itself. This is the team right there. What is the leading team, the executive team? What are you guys supposed to do? Take care of your team. Okay, here's the issue. We know this. We understand this. What you don't realize is the leader has a team. This is the company. The team is leading them into problems. And that is why young entrepreneurs, this is why we have all these failing companies, good ideas, failing companies, is because they don't realize when you start a job, when you're becoming an executive in your work position, when you start a new business, when you're starting all these things, you're leading into the problem. And over time, if you're not careful, that's very frustrating. So this is what I've done. I realize as a CEO and as a person, I have side A and then I have a side B. That's me. You got two sides. You got a business, you got to go to work, and you got a self. If you don't work, you don't eat, but then you got to live. You got to I got married, right? Okay. Number one, manage your problems. Manage your problems. How do I manage the problem? Let's just write the problem down. Instead of stressing over the problem, which I still to this day can get stressed over a problem, But I learned to not stress and then just write it down. Once I managed the problem, I also realized problems is growth. Number 2, problems is growth. If number 3, if no problem, you don't have no growth. No problem, no growth. So let me define this. You're in the jungle, you're in the desert, you're struggling, you're doing your thing, you want to do this great works, and everyone is not happy, but you got to do this because you're tired of surviving. You want to start living. Okay. If you get to a point in your life when you wake up and you go to sleep, and somewhere in that day there's really no big problems, you're not growing. You're just not growing. If you're rich and you got like 5 or 10 or 20 million dollars in the bank, and you just woke up at 12 in the afternoon because you just went to bed like at 2 in the morning, partying and doing your thing, and there's no problems in your life, as grandmama used to say, keep living. If you don't have problems in your life, you're not growing. And as an experienced person who lived the life with plenty of money and had no problems, it was just a matter of time before I was homeless. So I realized in my position, and I get kind of frustrated when I have no problems, because no problems equals no growth. And number 4, no growth equals no money. And that's the key to understand. Your business as a leader and your team, doesn't matter if you have one or many, your objective is, leader, take care of your team. Team is going to lead you into problems. All right, how do we deal with problems, guys? Number 1, we recognize that there's a problem. My thing is, I write it on the board. If you look over there on that board over there, I got a whole bunch of problems written down on that board. So I recognize there's a problem, write it down. I then communicate. Here's where I communicate. I go to an elder or a mentor. See, I have a problem, but I need someone who's been through it already. And so I can express to them where I'm at. This is my thinking of how to handle this problem. What do you think? And they'll come back to me and say, yeah, that's awesome. Or they'll come back and say, don't do that, dude, you're going to go to jail, right? So communicate the problem to a elder or a mentor. Again, you don't have to call someone that you know. Cold call them. Cold message them. Dude, this is me. Let me introduce. We'll talk later. I got a problem. Then work the plan. Work it. You have to work it. That's just the way it is. And then trust. Trust the work. Trust you. Trust the elder, the mentor. Trust your ability. Trust everything. Just that. Trust that it's going to be all right. You got a mentor, an elder who told you the plan. You're able and capable of working the plan. Trust it. And then number E, repeat. Just repeat it. Because it's not going to go away. As long as you have this, it's not going to go away. As long as you have a company, it's not going to go away. As long as you work in a company and you're trying to get ahead, it's not going to go away. If you're living in the desert, you're living in the jungle, and you're tired of surviving and you want to start living, it will never go away. So, take it from me. Take your problems, manage your problems. Start off here, get a problem, work your problem. Here's another problem, work that problem. Here's another problem, work that problem. Here's another problem, work it. Eventually, from here to here, you'll meet your goals. All right, this is Dr. Bagley. I spent enough time with you guys. Let me go do my thing, get my day started. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please do not hesitate. Give me a call, message me, and we'll just go from there. All right, until next time, talk to you later. Bye-bye.